Today we are going to talk about measurement. On my screen, you'll see that I have a 6-inch ruler displayed at the top, and then they have magnified a portion of that ruler from the 0-inch mark to the 1-inch mark. And so I'm going to take a moment to divide my ruler into half inches, and I'm going to do that by taking my marker. And so if you notice that they have, again, magnified the portion of the screen from the 0-inch mark to the 1-inch mark. And in that section, you'll see that I can break this down into halves, so half an inch. And so I'm going to have this as 1/2 of an inch. And then this portion is the 2/2 of an inch, which makes a whole. And so right in the middle would be our half-inch mark. So if I wanted to find something that was 1/2 of an inch, it would go to this mark on the screen. And as we go back to our top ruler, you'll see that the mark is right here. So this is 1/2 of an inch, and then we have 1 inch, and then we'd have 1.5 inches, then we have 2 inches, and then we would have 2.5 inches, and then we have 3 inches, and then we would have 3.5 inches, then 4 inches, and then we'd have 4.5 inches, then 5 inches, 5.5 inches, then 6 inches, and the pattern would repeat. And so I'm going to talk today about how many inches are in a foot and how many feet are in a yard, so that we have that comparison in the back of our minds. And so using my text box, I'm going to write down a couple of our comparisons. And so if you think about, there are 12 inches, or you can abbreviate it IN. 12 inches equals 1 foot, or you can say FT. And there are 3 feet in 1 yard. You can abbreviate yard as YD. So as we think about that, there are 12 inches in a foot, and there are 3 feet in 1 yard. How many inches are in 1 yard? Take a moment to see if you can solve that. So 1 foot has 12 inches, and there are 3 feet in 1 yard. So how many inches are in 1 yard? I'll give you a moment to think through that. So there are a couple of ways that you can solve this problem. You can think, if there are 3 feet in 1 yard and each foot has 12 inches, then I can do 12 plus 12 plus 12, which equals 36. Or I can think about multiplication, because multiplication is repeated addition. Think 3 times 12 equals 36. And so as we think about this question, how many inches are in a yard? The answer would be 36 inches. And I want to use my unit when I'm answering a question that requires a unit, such as yard, inches, feet, miles, so on and so forth. And so again, today, as we think about using our rulers, I want you to think about how many inches are in a foot, how many feet are in a yard, and then also how many inches are in a yard based on your knowledge of the amount of feet in a yard. We also went through and broke down a ruler into half inches. And again, that is seen at the top with the purple lines that I've drawn on my ruler. If you have a ruler, I'd love for you to see if you can find the half-inch mark between your inches as well. Thanks for listening.